Hello, everyone, and welcome to NASA Bunker 33. I'm your host, Quitty's the Sprinkler, and that's the JM Truth. Think you all have a good night. Okay. And with me tonight, as always, is our wonderful producer that never fucks anything up ever, Zoomy. How are you doing tonight?
Hi, I'm doing just fine. I am fucking tired and I just wanted to go to sleep right now. Yeah, but I'm
I'm
fine.
wound up,
Hedron provides.
so I'm ready to do the damn thing. And we also have an Arduin here. How are you doing tonight?
Huh? 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 Yeah. I'm doing good, I guess, for 2:30 in the morning. I thought, it's finally safe enough to join your stream for once because Boomer is not here, and
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, maybe I can now finally safely talk to you guys without him. He's always staring at me with his old eyes. I always feel like I need to get off a lawn, even though I'm not on a lawn. It's kind of
Yeah, that is
creepy.
true.
So
And
I
it looks
try to
like on the
dodge the.
stat, it looks like he's probably trying to do something to your butt right now.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
I
but
think he's asleep.
luckily not this time he's not there. So
I
I
think he's
don't have to
asleep.
fear anything. He's probably asleep. I think he might be dying or something. I'm not
Yeah,
sa-
well,
I'm not saying it's lizard people assassins that I might have called in, but it might be lizard people assassins that I may or may not have called in.
that's what old people do. They die.
Yeah,
And that's
Yeah.
the JM truth.
truth. Du-du-du-du-du.
uh, so yeah, maybe it'll actually be a good stream tonight without Booma. People will actually enjoy
Oh
our show
fuck
for
yeah,
once.
yeah.
He kept on saying something about besmirching his good name or something. I'm like, what does besmirch mean? It has merch in the word, so does he want us to sell his stuff? I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think so.
He just wants us to
No
sell
one,
his
no one
stuff.
wants to
Okay.
buy Booma's old used raggy clothes or whatever the fuck he's selling.
I mean, that is a
Well,
very
it's
comfortable looking bed. I will admit that.
Well,
Yeah,
it's besmirch and so besmirch and bes. The
That
word bes in Dutch is berry, so berry merch. We need to
berry
sell
merch?
berry merch.
We got to sell his
Uh,
Booma
berries?
is selling blueberries.
Oh,
That's what's
but
going on.
the snozberries taste like snozberries.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
remember?
So, we've got some pretty good videos tonight. Even though you've got the wrong video up right now. Uh,
That shows how
I
professional she
yeah
is.
yeah. I tried to I tried to find a good selection, and I was looking for a specific video that apparently when JM goes through one of his little temper tantrum things like he's doing right now, when he
Yeah.
rage quits the flat earth for a little while until he comes back in a few months, he puts a bunch of his videos private and takes his website down. And so the video I was looking for is private right now. I found a link to it and tried to watch it, but yeah, it's private. So we won't get to watch that. Instead, what we have for you here is Writer of Dinosaur's very first video on JM.
A quick look. Yeah. So, want me to go ahead and boot that up?
Yep, let's do it.
Hello everyone, welcome to another video. I am Rider of Dinosaurs. Today we're going to talk about J.M. Truth. Because he claims he's an independent physicist, I decided to have a look at his website where he says he posted his credentials. So let's have a quick look. So I found his first certificate from the Evergreen State College.
All right, pause.
And he has a Bachelor of Arts.
So, first of all, He says he's a physicist. He says he's a research scientist. Everyone here, I'm sure, already knows his claimed credentials. But it says right there, Bachelor of Arts. And the last time I checked,
Yeah.
and I checked because I have a diploma that says Bachelor of Arts literally in the room next to the room I'm in right now. When you get a Bachelor of Arts, you maybe take 2
Oh,
semesters of
crap, my
science
hide.
classes, and they're intro level. They're 100 level classes. You normally have to take 1 semester of physical science and 1 semester of social science, and that's it.
Excuse me. Sorry.
And that does not make you a physicist or a research scientist or anything.
No, it doesn't.
That gives you a ground level understanding at best. I should know because I'm a dumbass, but somehow I still know more than JM. And of course, this is from Evergreen State College, which is a, terrible, terrible college. But whatever, he spent his GI Bill on it, so he didn't pay for it.
Yeah, the U.S. government paid for it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So I'm just in time for Quiddy's suffering the true stupidity of JM Truth.
Yeah.
For like the 17th show in a row now.
The fourth. The fourth
damn.
show. Fourth show, but yeah, close enough.
Yeah, we're having fun with JM.
One more. We have one more JM video planned, and that'll be it for JM Truth. Next, we'll go on to Nathan Thompson.
But I think he did an extra curriculum in stupidity, and that is why he is the man he is today.
JM minored in modified derping.
Yeah. Well,
He's a modified derpist. That's for sure. He knows well the
Yeah, that doesn't really work there.
no. That is chasing. That is music when people are chasing each other.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude?
No,
I'm
no,
dating
no.
a first grader.
No, Nathan. We don't want to hear about your dating a first grader. Shut the fuck up. Anyway.
Yeah.
Shut
right,
the
let's keep
fuck
going.
up, Nathan. Anyway.
Arts. A Bachelor of Arts does not a physicist make. So let's move on to the next one. Then I found this one, Master of Science degree from Full Sail University. And I thought, well, maybe this is where he got his physics degree. Good. Let's investigate
Pause
further.
it there.
And
Well, go back like 2 seconds so that we can see his
Of course,
degree.
the world-renowned Full
Yes.
Sail University. That is like here in the Netherlands, we have heard of Full Sail University. Even like we've as kids we've dreamed of going to America just to study at Full Sail University.
Yeah, well, didn't the founder of Full Sail, I don't know if they have a president or anything like that, but like the guy that started the university, because it's a for-profit university, was a huge campaign donor of one of the Republican presidential candidates. I think it was Rick Perry, maybe.
Yeah.
And so Rick Perry talked about how great these for-profit universities like Full Sail are during his campaign until, he didn't get the nomination. But, I mean, it says right there, it's a Master's of Science degree. It's not a Master's in Science. It's a Master of Science in, it says, the diploma in the Instructional Design and Technology degree program.
Which means it's a pamphlet making program that he proofreads things and then prints it out. That's it.
Yeah, and JM doesn't proofread.
No, he doesn't.
It's basically a master's degree in making slideshows.
Yeah.
That's it.
Masters of
Just
Science.
PowerPoint
What?
presentations.
Yeah.
Like
Wait,
that's
wait.
all this degree is.
I know what this is. It's because he failed to get their Masters of Universe degree.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Trust me when I say so. You don't underestimate this degree, because I know, as an IT person, I know that there are university teachers who don't know how to play a PowerPoint presentation or share it over Teams.
True.
Yeah, true.
So,
And my old ass went to college before professors had computers regularly. So none of my professors knew how to do a PowerPoint or anything like that. And I still learned enough. I didn't learn a lot, I learned enough. I learned a lot about a couple of sororities on campus, I'll tell you that much.
Oh God, Quinn, no.
But so I don't know if Rider of Dinosaurs goes into this in this video or not, but the degree that we're looking at right here is a 1-year online degree.
Yeah,
Most master's programs are 2 years.
to 4.
This is a 1-year online degree. JM never went to a classroom for this degree.
No.
He did classes online, and that's it. And there are no science classes in this degree.
Yeah, there none. It's all just teaches you how to use PowerPoint essentially.
Yeah.
That's it.
The only difference between this and an art degree is a science degree focuses more on the technical aspects of whatever you're studying,
Is
whereas
Full
an
Sail
art degree focuses more on the theory of what you're studying.
is
well,
Full Sail-
yeah.
That's the difference between the two degrees, science or art. One focuses on technical, one focuses on theory and
Okay.
humanities and stuff like that.
Okay, so I just looked it up. Full Sail is institutionally accredited, so they are an accredited school.
Well,
But
no. I mean, technically, yes, they're accredited, but here's the thing. They're accredited by a for-profit accrediting agency. They're not accredited by a regional or national accrediting agency. So
What?
it says,
nothing you take, no classes that you take at Full Sail will transfer to any other college.
It says Full Sail is institutionally accredited by the Accrediting Commission of Career Schools and Colleges, ACCSC, school number 055214. The ACCSC is listed by the U.S. Department of Education as a recognized accrediting agency under the provisions of Title 34, Chapter 6, Part 602 of the U.S. Code of Federal Regulations. So they are accredited, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's literally an accrediting agency that does accrediting for these rip-off colleges. That's all they are.
I'm not saying it's a good college, because not all accredited colleges are good colleges. They just happen to be accredited.
Right, but this
Still
is still
more,
like a backdoor way of getting an accreditation because
Yeah.
you can't function as a college unless you're accredited.
Yeah.
So that popped up these fly-by-night accrediting agencies like what they're accredited by.
Like Phoenix University,
still
for
more,
instance.
still more legit than PragerU.
Yeah, much more legit.
Still
than
more
Purdue.
legit than wherever the fuck Kent Hovind got his degree in that trailer park.
Where did he get his trailer? I wonder. Anyway.
Someone looked it up on Google Maps, and it literally is like a single wide trailer is the college.
Patriot Bible University.
Yeah.
East
Hey,
Peoria
Trader
Community.
Trash likes to go to universities where they again identified it with.
Yeah. Well, okay, so Jinshu asks in chat, so Full Sail has an actual campus other than a trailer? Yes, they do have a campus, but the
It's a
program
trailer
that
park.
JM did is an online only program.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
do
like I
have
said, like
actual
Phoenix U.
in-person classes.
Like I said, like Phoenix University, for instance, is one of the bigger ones.
Yep.
God,
All
I
right,
wish
let's
children
keep
who
going.
went to Phoenix University.
Oh.
His physics
Not
degree.
go well.
Good. Let's investigate further. And I found this video about his Master of Science degree.
And in 2015, I graduated with my Master's of Science degree in Instructional Design and Technology.
So I looked it up. And this is where things started to look a little bit more suspicious for me. Let's have a closer look at the degree overview. Let's read. The Instructional Design and Technology Masters of Science degree program is designed to provide new tools and methods to improve instruction. Some of these methods include the use of tools like Apple's professional media creation applications and other digital media concepts, in addition to fundamental techniques like storytelling, game strategy, and also explore theories about how people learn and become motivated and learn how to create compelling, inspirational content. And these are the only two credentials I found on the website. Nothing about physics, unfortunately.
Huh.
Could he be lying?
Yeah.
Perish the thought.
Okay,
Yeah.
pause.
So I
Yes,
decided to dig.
he could be. Yes, definitely.
I do want to point one thing out about Full Sail that I noticed when I was looking into them to find out, what classes were involved in this degree. They don't list the classes that you take for a degree. Pretty much any real college or university, when you go to their website, you can look at a degree and find out every class that you will take for that degree. But Full Sail does not list those classes. It's almost like they're hiding something. They do list a few, and I don't think he shows it in this video, but they list like 3 classes that you would take to get this degree, which may be all you take. I don't know, but
May I play
Yeah.
devil's advocate here for a second?
okay.
Well, he said all he's qualified is for PowerPoint presentations and info pamphlets, but clearly he can also write strategy guides for Brady games. So give him a little credit where it's due.
Well, we'll see about that here in a minute.
And work
If
with
I
Apple
remember where
products.
this
I
video is
don't.
going, we'll see about that.
We'll see about that. No. You don't know about his misspelling and everything, Bob.
Well,
Bob.
honestly, he learned how to work with Apple products. So I guess that's where it goes wrong because I hardly touch Apple
Yeah,
products,
Apple sucks.
and it did already cause me brain damage. So
Yeah, Apple
Yeah.
sucks. Apple just
I mean, if we're talking about dysfunctions in spelling, have you ever read a Brady games strategy guide? It's
Good point. Good point.
So
See,
Charlie Welch
Master
brings up something in
Race.
chat. I actually know a game designer that graduated top of class at Full Sail. He's amazing, so it ain't all bad, I guess. And this is true. There are a few actual
Yeah.
really good
Yeah.
people in their field. There are I was reading about it. There's one like big music producer that went to Full Sail, and a couple of other people that are pretty high up in their fields that went to
But
Full Sail.
but
But if you think about it, you get maybe a list of like a dozen people that have had really good careers, but how many other people went to Full Sail for those dozen people that actually did well?
but don't you know JM is outstanding in his field?
He really is. So
Well,
he's one of the dozen people that's outstanding in their field with
Yeah.
their degree from Full Sail.
Yeah.
Okay, here's the thing though. And outstanding to me just means that you stand out. So could he also just be? I think you could also translate it that he was so bad that he stood out. So he was outstanding in his field, in the sense that he was so terrible that he stood out.
Well, yeah, he is so terrible that he stands
That's
out
Yeah.
Like
among flat earthers.
yeah, they told him like, listen, guy, dude, listen. Obviously, you should know what we're doing here is total fraud, right? It's like the degree that we're gonna give is to you is and everyone else is total crap. You don't have to be smart to get it. But dude,
just like Trump
please,
University. Just like
you're
Trump University.
you're dragging us all down.
Yeah, just like
And I
Trump.
do
Just
want
like Trump
to-
University. Just like Trump University. They
Yeah.
make
No, it's-
diplomas and everything.
no,
Yeah,
no, but I was more
Trump
talking
University
about.
was accredited.
I was
And
more
look at how
talking
that
about.
turned out.
It lost its accreditation. It lost
I
its
was more
accreditation.
talking
I
about
do
that
want
he
to
was-
point this out though, real quick. Hang on, I do want to point this out real quick though. This is not an indictment against Full Sail University. If
Yeah.
you want to go to Full Sail, fine with me.
Yeah.
This is an indictment on what JM is claiming he's qualified as because of his degree at Full Sail University.
Yeah. Because he's claiming he's an expert in pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I
I mean, you know, just go to our JM trailer or go to the Flurf wiki and read the list of all the things he claims to be.
oh yeah, and we made the Flurf wiki. Yay! NASA Bunker 33.
We did?
Yeah, NASA Bunker 33 has its own page on the Flurf wiki.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Thanks, Micro.
Thank you, Micro.
Oh, nice. Thank
Very
you, Microraptor.
nepotism.
All right, let's keep going.
Wait, so yeah, the Onsen has it right. So JM is very, very expert.
Very, very, very expert.
Very modified expert.
I know you can't hear the air quotes that I'm making, so I am making air quotes when I say expert.
He's a very modified expert.
He stands out as the most expertly expert of the expertdom.
You have ever experted.
Goodies, I'd just like to point out I can't see the air quotes, but I can feel them.
Yeah, I can feel the air
Yes,
quotes.
you should feel a slight breeze from how hard I'm air quoting right now.
It's the psychic
No.
pressure of it. It's
I am actually totally serious. I
whelming.
completely believe he's the expert. He's the expert of experts that has expert of expertdom.
Of the kingdom of Experticus.
In being a dumbass.
Yeah.
Of the kingdom of Experticus.
All right, let's keep rolling.
Yeah.
A little bit deeper. I took 2 videos. One from
Yeah,
his
don't
own
wanna go too
YouTube
deep into
channel,
JM
the
though,
introduction
because-
video, and
That's
one
what
from
she
the
said.
channel Science or Satire. The link for both videos will be in the description.
Yeah, but unfortunately, since Science or Satire was taken down, all those videos are gone as well, so we've lost a lot of JM content on that.
Well, this one was actually on FTFE's channel.
Oh, okay. Oh, good.
This was the one where JM debated Sean Hufford,
Oh, good. Okay.
which is
And
one
this
that
was
I
the result.
watched when I was looking for clips for the JM trailer.
Good.
All
This
right,
is
keep
what
going.
I found that Mr. JM Truth likes to claim that he knows about and he's knowledgeable, so he's qualified to talk about.
It is. I spent 12 years as a combat medic in the United States Army.
With all due respect to the medical profession, I don't see how a combat medic can be qualified to talk about physics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then I went on to get my Bachelor of Arts degree in film production and graphic design.
Let's see how competent you are in graphics design.
Oh, God.
About
As an
the field medic, right? You can be a fucking brain surgeon for all I care, but I wouldn't trust you in physics. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you're good at one thing doesn't mean you're good at everything.
Everything, yeah. You could be a rocket surgeon and be just shit at graphic design, just for instance.
I am very, very, very good at building sets for movies. But that doesn't mean I could go out and be a camera operator or a director, even
Or a
though I
brain
did take
engineer.
3 semesters of directing in college. You know, but I could build you a pretty badass set.
Hey, I can make a pretty mean grilled cheese sandwich. Last time I made an ice cream sundae, I burned half the house down.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Last time I tried to boil water, I started a whole new alien colony of different bacteria that may or may not try to take over the world one day.
Last time I tried to butter a piece of bread, there were no survivors.
Anyway,
God, I hate when that
in your
happens.
website. This website actually reminds me of websites I was doing in the 1990s.
Hedron provides.
Now, Coriolis effect is not spelled that way. Neither is philosophy
With a Y.
or referenced.
Well,
As a last example of design, here is this flyer on flat Earth. It looks like everything was thrown in.
Why does
and,
every flurf
jumbled
have their
around
own flurf flyer?
flyer. Yeah, I noticed that. They all have the same. I mean, wait, it's not the same.
Oh wait, no, that's Nathan Thompson's flurf flyer. Never mind.
Yeah, that is. You can see it right there.
JM didn't even make his own flurf flyer. He
Right here.
just used Nathan's as his own
template. Yeah, he used Nathan's as a template and just switched names out.
No,
That's
not
it.
even a template. He just put it up as his own.
Oh God.
He just added Joshua Michael Presents Science Series.
Join the discussion with Nathan Thompson and 130,000 others. Flat Earthers Facebook. Yeah, I wonder what happened to that Facebook group. I forgot. I completely forgot.
It got zucked.
I loved his reaction though. Just that was priceless.
You could tell he was almost in tears.
No, he
trying to
wasn't.
talk.
He was in tears. He was literally bawling his eyes out because he lost his Facebook group. I'm like, if that's the worst thing that's ever happened, if that's the worst thing that ever happened to you, that it makes you literally burst out in tears, there is something seriously wrong with you.
Listen, I generally think that he may be choosing to become a flat earther, and yes, I think it's a choice, especially in cases like Mr. Thompson. Listen, I think that by choosing for flat Earth, he lost a lot. He lost his job, house, expensive car, friends, family, that sort of thing.
The first year old, the first grade the first grader he was dating.
Yeah.
But that is.
Hey guys, you want to hear a funny story while we're all chatting, dude? I'm dating a first grader.
Nathan, we don't care. We don't care.
Wasn't it just last night when
may I make my point, please? I'm sorry.
Yes,
Go for it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I thought you were done.
I think losing things has a strong emotional. He has a strong emotional connection with losing things, and to us that Facebook group might be very insignificant, but it's something that is a part of him. Well, that was a part of him, and he lost
the only thing that made him popular anymore was his Facebook group. That's it. That's all he had.
He lost it after he lost his job, etc., etc. So I kind of, that I kind of feel bad for people who fall for the big lie that is flat Earth, because you see what you see what it can do to you. That's sort of
yeah. It can really
well.
fuck you up.
Wasn't it just last night I think it was MC Toon said just last night that Nathan still has as his signature on his emails the largest flat Earth Facebook group.
Yeah, he still does.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Listen, and not out of not out of compassion for him, but just out of humanity, I guess. I feel bad for the guy. I hate him, and I despise things that he said and done. But I also feel bad for the guy.
Yeah, I don't.
I
I
don't.
understand where you're coming from. I really
I
do.
don't at all.
But I don't, because he did it to himself. He's
I
the
don't.
one that left his job to be a flat earther. He's the one that got his family to disown him. He's the one that got his girlfriend to break up with him because he decided to be a fucktard.
Sure.
He's the one that decided to be transphobic, homophobic, generally a bigot.
Yeah.
Period.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I don't know. I don't know to what degree he, because I think it's more complicated than just saying that he chose to become a flat earther. I think it's a little bit more complicated than that. So that is why I sort of feel bad for him.
Well, I kind of
because
blame.
I kind of have the feeling that it's.
I kind of also blame his
basically.
quote unquote brain training coach, because
Yeah,
it was him that got it
Yeah.
into it to begin with.
Yeah.
probably when he was in a susceptible state.
Yeah.
And he was someone he trusted, because maybe some of the brain training stuff the brain trainer did do was probably very helpful, and then put you in a trusting situation and stuff like that. So in that regard, sort of going back to the source, I feel bad for him out of humanity, not because of it's not of because of him.
It's like freaking Scientology. Dianetics, there's some actual useful self-help stuff in that book to get you hooked. Before they hook you up to one of those e-readers and start telling you to yell at ashtrays.
And then you become Tom Cruise, and you start working at a fudge factory packing fudge.
And that's the same thing, right? These people that are working for Scientology do bad things. They do harm, but they've been brainwashed to believe it. And in a sense, I feel bad for those people. But while not excusing their actions. Their actions are still bad. They're still disgusting. It still makes them disgusting people. But in a way, I feel bad for the fact that they're brainwashed into believing it's all good, it's all true, etc.
And things like Scientology and Flat Earth and a lot of other conspiracies and these fly-by-night religions like Scientology, they prey on people who are at a vulnerable spot in their life. Maybe you just broke up with your girlfriend or got a divorce or lost your job or something. You're going through some changes, and that's when they get you. And that makes it a lot easier to brainwash you.
And that's why the flat earth is so locked up, because they get you where you're at a very vulnerable state, and they reel you in, basically.
All those conspiracy, to me, they're all in the same boat. To me, it's just that flat Earth just happens to be pretty big.
And I just realized. The top of the.
Flat Earth really isn't big, but
not really.
Flat Earth is one of the bigger real conspiracies, and it's one of those things it's something you can imagine people contemplating, when they're like super high or something like that. So, oh, what if the world was actually flat, man, and everyone was lying to us, and all your friends see, you're like, whoa,
dude,
you know.
This Terry Pratchett guy really knows the truth about everything.
Yeah.
But no,
Well,
I was going back. I was going to go back to what we were talking about originally, like this flyer, for instance. Look at the very top of the
hang on.
screen.
Before we do that, I
It's
do
a
want to
bit
point
over
this out.
designed.
Another thing that came up in MC Toon's stream last night was about how the woman he was interviewing, Kelly something, I forget her last name, that wrote the Flurf book. She was talking about how she had joined a bunch of Facebook groups that, you know, were fairly normal, but then when the pandemic hit, they went psycho. And it's because there was uncertainty out there and people were searching for answers. And that's again where people are vulnerable. Shit like that is able to seep in and people will fall for it. And that's why we can't get rid of COVID, is because so many people were in that vulnerable spot. You know, we've never had a pandemic like this in our lifetimes. And they were searching for answers. And all this conspiracy shit came up. And they fell for it. And now we have, you know, people won't wear masks. People won't get the vaccine.
Yeah.
And there's that extra tempting thing with the conspiracy shit. It's like, oh, well, it's the secret knowledge that makes you more special for knowing it.
Yeah, exactly. There is that aspect as well. When you have nothing else going for you, but you're able to have this secret knowledge that no one else knows, it makes you feel special.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So let's wrangle it back in and get back to the subject.
Yeah, back to the flyer. I do have to say, people are really ragging on this flyer, and I get it.
But like, for instance, resources is definitely spelled wrong. This is not a Nathan Thompson flyer. This is definitely a JM Truth flyer, because look at the misspelling.
Barring the typos, right? It's very over it's very over designed. But I do have to say, you know, if you look at how he's doing different paragraphs, how he's having like you can see that there's a degree of somewhat knowing what you're doing, and then just overdoing it with those weird blue text and too many logos on the front on the cover page. But for the rest, there is some degree of knowing what the fuck he's doing. I have to be honest.
Like, okay, I'll go. This is one. Okay, NASA trains astronauts in a pool.
Astronauts.
ASTRA. UNATS.
Cadentally.
Even
so he should have
flyers.
So he should have turned on the spell check. Yes, he's a dumbass. You know?
Bottom middle, flyer designed by Joshua Michael of jmtruth.com. He misspelled flyer.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Anybody ever played Deltarune?
Yeah.
With the one guy, the salesman guy, freaking what's his name? Where he keeps misspelling, they keep misspelling things on purpose to avoid, you know, lawsuits.
Yeah. I don't think this is that case. He's just an idiot.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is like the stupid version of that.
Yeah, it's just the stupid version of that.
The budget 52 million a day is like he could have just made that maybe a different. He could have done something different with that, because now it's like really space. It looks like shit.
Yeah, it does. It does.
For someone who has a master's degree in
I was
pamphlet
about
making,
to say that.
you think they would be able to make a decent pamphlet?
Yeah.
But even just above that, the NASA's CGI blunders from stop moding.
Yeah, stop moding. I noticed
Animation.
that too.
Not stop
Oh, yeah.
motion, stop moding.
Stop moding, quitties.
Fine.
It's
I'll stop moding.
mostly the win art that makes it look like crap.
We are off
To be
mode.
honest.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
all focused. Yeah, definitely. But that's the way we do
Yeah.
things here.
If we didn't go down at least 2 or 3 rabbit holes an episode, you know.
Let's get the real science behind the truth at jmtruth.com. Yeah, this is not a Nathan. This is not a Nathan Thompson flyer. It just has a picture of Nathan Thompson in the very corner. Because Nathan and him are butt buddies. I'm sorry, anal associates. They like to be called anal associates.
Is it just me, or did they put the little Facebook logo there like they expected people to
Click on it.
Ow, my head. Ow.
And they probably thought that Earth is flat just actually worked on paper.
Just imagining JM Truth trying to test that out on the flyer, going,
This was
working.
listen.
Damn it,
They were thinking to do this in sort of a web form for mobile phones, right? This is each page is the next page on your mobile phone, and then that's when the Facebook button is working. You're just completely misunderstanding the intention.
That's what it is.
I don't even think they went that far.
Damn it! Don't say that. I just got a new cell phone. I don't want to think of it.
And
too
here
hard
on the other
just in case.
And on the other page, it's also supposed to work. Like you click on 200 proofs by Eric the Bay, and that video starts playing.
Flat Out Clues by Mark Sargent, Satellites Are Fake by Jeranism, Rod Skiba, ODD Reality. All these people that they claim now are claiming are shills, except for Eric the Bay, of course, which is their god for some reason.
Yeah.
Well,
let's play the video.
Of course, because Eric the Bay wears the brownest of shirts, and that is why they all love him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I mean, he is a neo-Nazi.
Yeah, he is. Very much so.
But let's play the video.
Make it kind of fit. Not very good for a bachelor's in the graphic design, is it?
Yeah,
but let's continue with his claims.
I spent part of my time a few years ago as a chef for Baylor University for the athletics department, and so I love to cook.
I'm not sure if cooking for an athletics department qualifies you.
Maybe that's where he learned physics.
Or just their cook. I let you guys
the
decide.
Physics of putting French fries in a fryer and taking them back.
Look, I've done photography and videography for many years, dude, so you better not even go there, because I've been a director, a cinematographer. I've been
Writer of Dinosaurs completely misunderstands. The Earth and actually the whole universe is made out of meatballs. And that is why being a cook applies in when it comes to the universe, because it's all meatballs. Everything is meatballs. You're a meatball. I'm a meatball. The universe is the Earth is the sun is a meatball.
We are just meatballs.
It's just a really bright meatball.
We are just meatballs piloting a skeleton and muscle mass and internal organs, flesh mech suit. What?
Wait, is that why that movie's called Meatballs?
Yes, it is.
Hedron provides.
The movie is also a meatball.
Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Working out your ass at this point. You're an idiot then, because I've taken thousands of photographs as a photographer.
Sean Hawkins.
I'm not sure taking thousands of photos will qualify you as a photographer. As an example, I've got over 5,000 photos on my computer that I took, and I barely know what I'm doing. And I would definitely not call myself a photographer.
Because humans are just made of meat. We're just
No,
giant
because
meat.
that's how things are done, man. There's a
Bags of
website
mostly
called
flesh.
Photoforensics, and you run a photograph through it. You take photographs you get from NASA that you say are fake, and you put them through the website. You put them through the algorithm, and it tells you if they've been tampered with. And I guarantee anyone who says fake,
I don't need to do that. I can take them apart myself.
No, you can't trust yourself when it comes to that kind of detail.
Absolutely, you can. If a forensic expert can sit down and do it themselves, I can do it. If a forensic expert can sit down and do it themselves, I can do it.
A forensic expert has years and years and years and years and years of fucking training. Like, seriously.
Yeah, but JM's an expert.
And also, forensic experts put it through different programs to see if a photo has been manipulated. They don't just look using their eyes. They're not just going to stare at it.
You're not just going to use one program. You know, you want to test it through multiple programs.
Yeah, and they don't just stare at it with their fucking eyes and say, "Oh, this looks tampered with." No,
but
they said it
JM is literally claiming here that because he has a film degree, he's an expert in determining whether something is CGI.
Yeah, no.
Listen, current photo and video manipulation technologies are so good that an expert will have a lot of trouble seeing it like, oh, maybe it's like filmed in a weird way or photographed in a weird way, or maybe it's fake.
Yeah.
Actual software that's made to detect whether it's real or fake has trouble detecting whether it's real or fake. That's the level we're at.
Yeah. Like, have you seen
there is no way you can just look at an image and say whether it's real or fake unless it's a really poorly done image.
Because have you seen the Unreal 5 engine yet? Have you seen the test for it using the Matrix as the game thing for PlayStation 5 and Xbox One?
No.
God, it looks so fucking realistic. You honestly cannot tell which parts are the actors and which parts are CGI. You literally cannot tell the difference. That's how good we've gotten at programming shit.
Yeah.
Hell, Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within had some parts in it that looked photorealistic, and that was back like 10 years ago.
We've gotten to the point where we can do with video games what the special effects teams of the second two Matrix movies wish they could have done with.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
So, Real Cygnus says After Effects rockets in front of power lines. And yes, that is still one of my favorite streams that has ever happened in the history of YouTube.
Oh yeah, whenever JM said that the power lines were in front. Oh God.
The rocket was in front of the power lines, and when the entry burn fired, he just goes, "That's also called After Effects."
No, that's
DKG was like, "Excuse me, what?"
No. I have been to 3 or 4 rocket launches myself and can tell you that shit's real.
The fact that JM doesn't understand how a light source can overwhelm something small in the foreground.
It's called exposure. He doesn't even understand exposure, and he's supposed to be some type of photography
JM doesn't understand shit about fuck.
No, he doesn't. The thing is, he's supposed to be a filmographer, yet he doesn't fucking understand exposure and how exposure can affect different lighting sources as well as anything you're trying to capture on film.
I really think that JM's philosophy in college was C's get degrees.
Yeah.
Because he is one of the most terrible filmmakers I've ever seen.
Panning 9 miles is impossible. No, you can't move the You can't move that camera 9 miles. You couldn't move that camera 9 miles.
He didn't even know what pan meant.
Ben, is it that where you cooking?
That's where you sit by a river and, swish your pan around and try to find gold.
Oh,
that's panning,
yeah.
Yeah, that's panning, yeah. Isn't it that place
All
in
right.
the city? Isn't it that place in the city where all the No, wait, that's the panhandle. Never mind.
We got 2.5 minutes. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Need I say anything?
That is what you used to pan.
Yeah.
So I've fired mortars. I've studied angular
I'm
momentum.
gonna call bullshit
So
on him
somewhere on the
studying
video,
mortars.
He's forced to admit that this
What he means
training
is that
is
that a sergeant
training
pulled him
is
away
just
just in time.
the basics.
Yeah.
As part
What are
of
you
the
doing?
cross-discipline
No.
learning. So he was
What is he-
forced to admit this because he was called on by someone who actually knows how things work.
I'm telling you, with sniper training, I've never ever taken Coriolis into effect ever.
So here he mentions his sniper training. One would think he's a sniper. Then someone again calls him out on it
Draco Fire, I think
and
it
asks
was.
him to clarify.
I think
Then
it was,
this
No,
happens.
it was someone else.
I went through a modified sniper training. Yeah,
What the hell does that mean?
No, it was someone
it's
else.
not a full course.
Well, okay, where was it? How long was it? Is all that.
But that's why we're asking you. That's why he asked you what was the course you took, and what was the what is the extensiveness of your training? Because when you
It was a 2-week sniper class. It was a 2-week sniper course at Fort Richardson, Alaska.
Okay, so you got 2 weeks.
And I realize
Alaska.
snipers go through a lot longer training than that.
Yeah,
so
a lot longer.
Okay.
So
And to finalize,
It
I'll
was
show you what a
a,
hypocrite.
of course, a genetically. That is where they train the genetically engineered super soldiers in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Modified super
Tony
soldiers.
Stark's dad just sticks him in some machine and they pop out ready to fight.
Yeah, and they don't need to take the Coriolis effect into account
Wait,
because
I thought it was
their
Spider-Man's grandfather.
sniper shots are so powerful that they just negate the Coriolis effect. It's just
Yeah.
Wouldn't you have to be going near the speed of light for that to happen, though?
What, you didn't know he invented railgun technology?
it bends their sniper shots bend time and space, and that is why they don't. That is how good.
So it's like
I'll
that.
say-
It's like that sniper rifle from Deep Space Nine, where it had a mini teleporter at the end of it, where they fired the gun out and then it teleported the bullet to where he wanted the bullet to go. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
No. It's just no. Their shots are just so powerful it bends time and space.
I was going to
Or
say,
maybe-
because if you go at a quarter at the speed of light through atmosphere, atoms start fusing together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That happens.
Maybe it's like that Angelina Jolie movie where, they just like whip the gun around sideways as they're shooting and the bullet somehow bends around things.
Oh, God. What was the name of that movie? That was an awesome movie, though. That was an awesome movie. Can't remember the name of it, though.
I mean, it was a good movie, but that was one of the dumbest things I'd ever seen.
Yeah, Mythbusters actually tested that, and
they
doesn't
did.
work. It doesn't work.
Clearly, you have not watched a lot of anime.
Oh yeah, that happens in anime a lot. Stuff like that happens all the time in anime. Anyway.
All right, maybe someone in the chat can remember the name of that movie. It's Angelina Jolie and James McAvoy.
I remember the name of it. It's Wanted.
Wanted, yes, that's right. Wanted.
Oh, yeah,
that was
yeah.
a good movie. That was an awesome movie. I like to watch that again. That's a good movie. I like that movie. And Charlie Welch and
It was
Robert
on
Williams.
Netflix for a little while.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It looks like.
I would like to say, look, let's stop insulting each other based on what we believe to be true.
But you want to explain away a full bird kernel which is ridiculousness and plain stupidity in my book. Dude, you're a freaking idiot. I'm not here to measure my dick with you, dude. Get to the point. You're an idiot. I don't have to cite shit. I don't
JM
have
would
to
lose a
I'm
dick
using this
measuring
new brand new-
contest with a woman.
Probably with a gorilla.
Yeah.
I don't
With a
know
fucking flea.
I don't know if you know, but gorillas have
Tiny.
famously tiny dicks.
Yeah, they do.
Compared to their size, especially.
You know, I've never really looked at a gorilla's dick before. I've never really wanted to.
No.
You don't.
It's you don't want to.
They're like turtles. They're like turtles. It only comes out whenever it's ready. And even then, it's like a baby carrot.
Yes.
Oh.
They have innies.
Where you going, little fella?
They have innies. It's literally innies because the reason why it's an evolutionary aspect that keeps them from rubbing against the forest floor. So their penises are tiny because it's a protective thing. They don't want, that rubbing up against it because that would hurt a lot. But they've evolved to the point where they have really tiny penises because they don't want, because their bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in conclusion, he would lose a dick measuring contest from a gorilla.
Yeah, innie.
Yeah.
They have innies.
And that's enough talk about JM's dick.
We need to invite
gorilla dicks, to be honest.
We need to invite Sean Hawkins on again. We haven't had him on in quite a while. He's awesome.
Oh, guys, completely different, unrelated matter. I posted a thing on the NASA bunker chit chats thing, a little link to XKCD. What happens if you throw a baseball at the speed of light?
Oh, okay.
Nice.
We'll check that out later. Anyway.
All right, back to it.
The revolutionary thing. Oh, Google.
Yeah, let's throw more insults there, buddy. Good job.
I ask you guys one thing. Who's been insulting who?
Yeah.
Well, this is all for today.
That's all JM
Thank you
knows
for
is
watching,
insults.
And see you on my next video.
You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking
P.S.
idiot.
Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you want to,
all right,
just leave.
Yes, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to, leave a comment and all that good stuff.
Yeah. All right.
Hedron
Video
provides.
number 2. Quickie, JM Truth. So, since I couldn't find the actual JM video for this, we're just gonna watch Ryder's Quickie for it.
Yeah.
But this is one of the greatest JM videos ever.
By the way, thanks Rhino, thanks Ryder, and do like and subscribe Ryder's videos.
Yes.
By the way.
Yeah. Go like and subscribe to Rider of Dinosaurs, and yeah.
Do it.
Do it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a Rider of Dinosaurs Quickie. I usually don't comment the Quickie ones, but this is a special case, and you'll see what I mean in a second. I thought about using some text, as I did in my previous video, but that wouldn't work for this one. So let's get started.
Shalom, my friends.
Sorry to stop right now, but if you're wondering about the music, I did not put it there. It's in his original video.
Yes, I am sitting in a graduation cap and gown.
You have to dress up like that to prove that you graduated? No one's questioning that, although your misspellings and your phrase construction, they're lacking a lot.
Also, anyone can go out and buy that entire outfit. I mean, it's not that hard to find a graduation cap and it's not that hard to find the graduation cap and gown.
JM likes to LARP as things, like his chef smock that he thought was a lab coat, and other things.
The butcher smock. It was a butcher smock at first.
So he totally could have just gone out and bought a graduation cap and gown.
Yeah.
But
my
that's
videos
what
on
flat
GM's
earthers do. Flat earthers love to LARP as smart people.
At least JM is wearing glasses that have actual glass in them, unlike Anthony Riley,
Yeah.
who wears glasses
Well, that's
without
because
glass in them.
JM is blind as a bat.
Hey, I'm blind as a bat too, so I can't say anything.
Yeah, so am I.
JM is a modified butcher. Thank you, Renee and me.
Spellings right here.
And I'm going to destroy gravity. Because gravity,
Whoa! Holy
fact,
shit!
doesn't
You must be powerful.
Yeah, if you can destroy gravity,
If you can
like,
destroy
holy shit.
gravity, holy shit!
That
I don't want to mess
wait,
with you,
wait.
man. Sorry.
So,
Okay,
Basically,
guys,
that
let's-
means
let's just-
vaporizing the earth. So you
Well-
got to be pretty fucking powerful for that.
well, there
Let's
was
just
the-
wrap
Sorry.
it up. Wrap up the stream. Wrap up our top left nomination. We don't want to mess with this guy. Nathan Thompson for top left.
Well, there was that one girl in Tokyo Underground who can control gravity, so it's.
I was gonna say destroying gravity. That's like a Doctor Who villain plan. Let's get his music out.
Or Marvel or DC, you know.
Yeah, or any number of anime.
Or
Oh,
James Bond. That's a good Bond villain right there.
It just destroy gravity.
They have their
and
lair in a
everyone flies off.
volcano, and they're going to stick something in the volcano that will destroy gravity.
Destroy your gravity.
Yeah, Stellarian Slasher says they're a modified particle accelerator cannon, but all they do is sleep. But no, there's actually a character in like I said, Tokyo Underground. It's a anime from like 2001, 2002, I believe, but it's pretty decent. It didn't really get much accreditation or anything, but it was pretty decent. And she could control gravity, which was pretty cool. Anyway, that's what that reminded me of for some reason, destroying gravity, because she literally controlled. She can make anyone like super light, or someone like create like a little mini black hole. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I get off into a tangent with anime sometimes.
exist. But I would have you know that gravity is ridiculous.
What is ridiculous is a grown man in a graduation gown waving a make-believe magic wand trying to talk about science. Now that is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Because it is ridiculous. And I'm going to prove how ridiculous it
Wait,
is.
pause.
I may also...
I just want to put this out there for anyone who's good at manipulating videos.
Oh god.
If they could take this video and replace that toy wand or whatever the fuck he's waving with Riley's purple dildo.
Oh god.
That would be beneficial to society.
Oh god. Oh, you mean Oakley's purple dildo?
Oakley had a bunch of dildos.
Well, yeah, he did. And that
but
pepper
Riley's
grinder.
the one who found a dildo and like on a hiking trail or something and started playing with it in a video.
I do have to say though, this is the fan base J.K. Rowling deserves.
Yes, it is. Yes, you're completely 100% correct. This is the fan base that J.K. Rowling deserves.
No one deserves that.
No, J.K. Rowling definitely deserves it. Anyway.
So destroy Harry Potter in the process.
Oh, you already did. Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you already did.
You did.
Because gravity is ridiculous. So with that having been said, let us take a look
Seriously?
at gravity. Or should I say, because gravity is ridiculous.
You might have noticed there was a really weird cut in the video.
Or should I say, because gravity is...
Yeah, it was a really
Yes,
weird
this
cut.
was all GM's editing skills and film production skills put into practice. Don't believe me? I'll leave a link for his video in the description, and this happens in the first 2 minutes of his video. Go and check it out. My apologies to everyone, because this quickie is becoming too long for a quickie. I already had edited and uploaded this video when I couldn't put my finger on it, but something was missing. And then I realized what was missing, and it's this final part. I promise this is the last one. So, according to the official Harry Potter site, Pottermore, the ridiculous spell, or charm, is used to fight a boggart, and the effect it has on the recipient. The caster will turn the boggart into something amusing.
Yeah.
Keyword, amusing. Now let's see the spell in action.
Ridiculous. Okay.
Way to go, JM. You cast the right spell. You turned yourself into something amusing. FYI, I did not do the transition. He did it himself in his video. Go and check it out. So this is all for now, as promised. See you on the next video. Thank you for watching.
Love that song.
Anytime I hear JM speak at all, this song plays in my head.
Okay. On to the next video, which is
That was actually ridiculous.
very ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
So damn ridiculous.
So this one is entitled Heliocentric Dilemma.
Dilemma? Dilemma?
Yes. I don't know what a dilemma is, but that's what the title is. So
what's a dilemma?
It must be about a dilemma. maybe JM is going to define dilemma, since that's what he likes to do in his videos, is just define random words.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a traditional word for an ancient cult council of flat earthers.
That makes sense.
Dilemma.
I was thinking more like, you know, like a sort of like an alternate technique to a klezmer or something.
Also plausible.
Yeah. Well, let's go ahead and get on with it then. Hedron provides.
Here's his stupid stolen opening. You free!
You free.
Hello, my friends. Today,
I'm not your friend, buddy.
Share with you
I'm not your
bit of a
buddy,
dilemma that
pal.
this talk is about flat Earth, and it's in regards
I'm not
to
your
the
pal,
heliocentric
host.
model. I'm going to ask you to use your senses and your observation
Not your host.
and your brains to help me solve this problem.
Use your observation.
I was doing some research and ran across this presentation, and quite frankly, I can't solve the problem either. So I'm asking for you to help me out.
I wonder why.
What is
Yeah.
1 plus
By
1?
NASA.
Maybe is it because you're stupid?
Well, Arduin, if you follow Cheesy Hands, yes, that's his actual nickname, is Cheesy Hands. He actually simplifies the 1 plus 1 equation down to 1 plus 1 equals 1, because if you put two magnets together, you still only have one magnet. So 1 plus 1 equals 1, apparently.
Zoomy, I'm sorry, but I'm not high enough for this.
Hey, Bob, your phone's ringing.
Yeah.
I know.
Mute.
Mute.
I'm really not high enough for this.
No, if you've been watching Planar Walk some videos, he goes over quote unquote Professor Cheesy Hands a lot lately, and yeah, he's pretty much debunked all of mathematics, because if you put magnets together, they're all one. So if you add 1 and 1 together, it gets 1. You add 1 and 2 together, it gets 1. 1 and 3, that's 1. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4, that's 1, 2.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
It's 1.
At all.
Yeah, it's 1. Yeah. You have 1 plus 2
I
plus
hate
3
to
plus
rain
4
on
plus
his
5.
parade there, but yeah, that's not how it works at all.
And if you add 1 plus 2 plus 3
The
plus 4
whole
plus 5,
universe plus the whole universe is 1 because there's only one universe.
Well, I can't count that high, so it doesn't exist. I can't count that high, so it doesn't exist.
All right.
Anyway.
And the powers that be that the Earth circles the sun like so.
No, it doesn't.
What?
What? Was I wrong?
The dilemma or problem that I have.
Apparently, the solar system is a fucking radar dish.
So this is just a
Can you
schematic
imagine?
of the solar system. Okay, and we'll call this Earth because that's.
I just
Can you imagine
Boy, was
being
I
on
wrong.
Pluto in that?
God damn it.
Can you imagine being on Pluto in that model?
Boy, was I wrong.
Whoa!
I need to say that as part of my MP3.
Boy, was I wrong.
I need to save that on my soundboard. Just.
Boy, was I wrong.
I minimize that. No, go away, JM.
That's what it is, and it's just a blue marble. No pun intended. Okay, when we are looking this way at the sun,
that
we're
was
told
so
this
funny,
is day
JM.
and this is
I
night,
forgot to
right?
laugh.
Because it's dark on this side of the Earth and it's light on this side of the Earth.
Oh,
okay.
just
Yeah, that's
go
so
back in it.
on this
If
side
you
of the Earth.
forgot how to laugh, if you forgot to laugh, just go back a little bit in the video.
I forgot how to laugh. But
Oh.
JM has gotten me so perplexed that I've forgotten how to laugh.
I already know exactly what he's going to say. I haven't even watched this video, but I know exactly what he's going to say here.
Go ahead and say it.
Because he's pointing out which side of the earth is light and which side is dark. And I know that he's going to be like, but when it goes around to this side of the sun, this side's light and this side's dark. So 6 months later, nighttime would be daytime. Because he doesn't know what a sidereal day is.
Does he understand what anything is?
No.
And exactly, real Cygnus is completely correct. No player can scale or 3D. They cannot think in 3 dimensions. They can only think in 2 dimensions. Hell, they can barely think in 2 dimensions.
Yeah, they have trouble with 2 dimensions.
Yeah.
They can do it somewhat, but they still have some problems. But yeah, 3 dimensions is like zero understanding whatsoever for Flurfs.
Oh god, just try to get them to think in 4 dimensions. Oh god, that would completely destroy their mind.
That's why they don't think space-time exists. Because you can think of space-time as
the
4
4th
dimensions.
dimension. Well, yeah, space-time is the 4th dimension.
Yeah.
Just like, if you go into quantum mechanics, you can actually view the 5th dimension as any point in
Any
space-time.
correlation?
Yeah, any
between what we say.
any permutation in space-time, specifically.
Yeah, of course.
No. Any
course.
correlation, because what we say and the truth is purely coincidental.
Yeah.
of
Anything,
course.
if you learn anything today, it's by pure coincidence.
Of course, what I've learned from Christopher Nolan is the 5th dimension is love.
What is love? Come on.
No.
Cut that
No.
No.
Seriously, nobody. Okay.
No, just play the video.
And we'll call this springtime. I don't know where this is in the model. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to call this location springtime. Okay, for the purpose of this example. Now we're able to see the Big Dipper over here. Okay.
And yes, I do understand a slight, small bit of quantum mechanics, but me, in effect, saying that means that I know absolutely nothing about quantum mechanics. Anyway.
Plus, the Earth is spinning, right? So let's call this springtime, and we're able to see the Big Dipper over here. okay, we're able to see this image. Okay? And that's looking out this way. Okay? So when this Earth is over here,
the Big Dipper
we
is
will
towards
call
the
that
north.
winter. Okay?
Ask the
Interestingly
people
enough,
in the southern
still see
hemisphere where the Big Dipper is, JM.
Yeah. Or where Polaris is. Where's Polaris? People from the southern hemisphere. Why can't people in the southern hemisphere see Polaris?
Well,
I'm pretty sure they can't.
That is because in the southern hemisphere, there is a they get to see the different star system that has been set to them for when it's day in America. It's like they have different settings.
It's the stars that NASA projects on the dome. They just have a different program for the South.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, if you're just south of the equator, you can probably see the Big Dipper because it's, several degrees away from Polaris.
Yeah, but if you're in, say, Australia...
if you're in Sydney, Australia, you cannot see the Big Dipper.
Yeah, exactly.
But JM can't think in 3D, which, I thought he was going to have a daytime-nighttime problem here, but instead, he has a 3D problem. He doesn't understand what direction the Big Dipper is in, and he doesn't understand that, no, it's not in the ecliptic. That's why it's not a zodiac sign.
Damn it, and now okay, there we go. I have to, since you brought it up, I have to.
No, you really don't.
I have to.
You really don't.
So, let's see what you think of this. 4 or 5 or maybe 6 men, they jump on me like I was made out of chocolate cake. Yeah.
Okay. I have seen it now.
Well, the good thing is he's dead now.
Yeah.
Does anybody have any chocolate cake?
The one Sin got it right. JM Zodiac is big dipshit.
Anyway, let's go.
But anyway, they just see a different projection. That's it. That's
okay.
all.
Yeah. That's all it is.
The Big Dipper, which is supposedly over here.
Supposedly. Supposedly. Did he just say supposedly? He just said supposedly.
He supposedly did.
He just said supposedly. Supposedly.
Supposedly.
As a positively
doodly.
As a positively doodly.
I see it through the sun if it's over here. Okay? But it's not over there. Because when I'm looking, right, this is day and this is night. So the Big Dipper I'm looking at is over here. How
doesn't he understand that the stars travel with us?
No. Yeah, and that it's so far away, that tiny circle around that tiny speck that we make doesn't matter.
Wait, he literally believes that the stars in the sky just stay the same place all the time, that they don't move, that the stars literally are just there and they just stay, unlike everything else in the entire fucking universe. Unlike everything else, they just stay stationary and completely just stay there, not moving.
Not just stationary, but also close and really tiny. Instead of instead of really, really big, really, really far away, you know.
Yeah, he thinks the stars are fixed, like the one Sin said, which is completely
But
fucking absurd.
What I think might also have something to do, well, might also be the case is something that they don't see it move, so it's not moving. You know, it's it moves, but it's not like that you can look at the star and see the stars move, right? You have
That's their problem.
Because
if
they move
can't
with
see
us.
it move with their eyes, then it doesn't move to them.
But they move with us. They move relative in position with us because they are part of our solar system. Because
no, they're not part of our solar system.
Well,
but
no.
they are part of our galactic neighborhood.
Yeah, they're in our galaxy. Is what I meant. They're in our galaxy, just like Andromeda.
But that's the thing about flat earthers. When they say trust your senses, they're literally saying just use your eyes. Do not use anything to actually measure it with. You only need your eyes, and if I can't see it move, it's not moving. It looks flat, so it must be flat.
Robert Williams. Oh, JM Truth School of Celestial Navigation. They practice derp reckoning. Yeah.
Yep.
Basically, I reckon that star is the North Star, so we need to follow that star because I reckon that'll take us to where we need to go.
I think it's hilarious, though, that JM didn't even bother looking up why you could see the Big Dipper throughout the year. And he just made this video without looking it up.
Yeah.
Flurfs are part ostrich.
They just bury their hands in the sand.
They bury their hand in the sand, and if they don't see you,
don't
they're
exist.
not there.
Yeah.
And that is why if they don't see it move, it's not moving. Flurfs are part ostrich.
Schrodinger's ostrich, then.
I'm sure he heard this claim from another Flurf that, you know, we should see totally different stars, you know, at the other time of year. I think it's one of DeBay's 200 not proofs. But then he was like, ooh, I'm going to make a video about that. And he thought about the only constellation he knew that wasn't part of the Zodiac.
Ursa Major.
And he was like, oh, the Big Dipper. For some reason, you can see the Big Dipper all year.
You can also see Orion, but... So? well, people
no.
in the northern hemisphere can. Cassiopeia is also...
Orion, you can't see all of Orion throughout the year. He actually dips below the horizon for part of the year.
I do think we have a snorer on the stream. I might have to mute him.
I muted him.
Okay.
Oh.
I think he fell asleep.
Yeah,
that's... This is kind of...
How is it possible to see the Big Dipper over here and over here?
We just explained it. It's not in the ecliptic, JM.
Yeah. It gets weirder than this, folks.
We just explained it.
It's up, not sideways, JM.
If this is spring, okay, we'll call this summer. I can see...
Oh, God.
I can see
What's that season again?
Over here. Well, that's interesting. Because that means this will be winter.
Wait, pause it for a second. Here's something that will blow JM's fucking mind. Is that the Big Dipper actually rotates throughout the seasons.
Yeah, it does.
So throughout the year, it will be in a different orientation.
Yeah.
He didn't bother looking any of this up. He didn't bother doing his own research on this at all.
No,
He
No, but
literally
yeah.
just said, "I can see the Big Dipper all year. Ha ha, Earth's flat."
Oh, God.
You don't understand. The projection is sort of doing the same thing, and that's why it also looks like the projection is flipped, is inversed in different times a year. That's the projection is working exactly the same way.
Oh, God.
It's just projected on the on the tiny
dome.
fractions of space that is around the inverted um the actual shape of the Earth, which is also not flat and also not round.
Yes, because we had holographic technology back in the Stone Age, of course.
Yeah, exactly. And as Facty said, and that's the JM truth. All right, hit play.
But I can see it over here too.
Really?
Out here.
Yeah, because the stars.
How do you know you can see it out there, JM? Have you ever been out there?
How is this possible?
We just explained how it's possible, but
so spring,
because it's
summer,
up, not over.
Fall, winter, and I'm able to see the Big Dipper looking this way, looking this way, looking this way, and looking this way. Folks, that's not possible.
Yeah,
but you know how it is possible?
Yes, it is.
It is possible on a flat Earth.
No,
That's
it's
how
not.
it's possible.
No, it's not.
Because
actually.
on a flat Earth, I'm looking up, and the stars are going
No,
around
Jim.
this way.
It's only
overhead.
possible.
That's
only possible on an inverted Mobius strip Earth. It's only possible. Yeah, only then it's possible. It's only possible on an inverted Mobius strip of Earth, and that is why the Earth is an inverted Mobius strip.
So this actually brings up a pretty good point that I've never thought about before, because like I said earlier, the Big Dipper throughout the year actually spins around.
Yeah.
Half the year it's right side up, half the year it's upside down, or not half the year, but you get what I'm saying. How do you explain that on a flat Earth?
Yeah, you can't, because
I don't think anyone's ever brought that up before.
That's only possible on a globe.
Yeah.
Or a velociraptor, but we're not going there because Earth.
Well,
or a cat, but we know the Earth's not a cat.
But
the
Earth
projection
is a cat.
the projection is slightly rotating. And because the projection is slightly rotating and the Earth is stationary, you are going to be in different positions as opposed to the rotating projection on the dome.
The actual projector would have to move locations for it to do that. And we all know the projector can't travel 9 miles.
Magic.
The projector can't pan 9 miles either.
No, it can't. It can't pan 9 miles either.
Magic.
I don't know about tilt,
It's
though.
magic.
I don't think Jam knows what tilt is.
Or truck.
So,
It's
or
Magitech.
No.
Or truck.
Yeah.
It's Magitech.
Magitech. Magitech armor?
It's Magitech. It's Magitech.
Trademark.
It's and it's a technology that we can't even comprehend, let alone magic. It's also a kind of, don't forget all the magic that you know from fantasy and stuff like that. No, it's even magic that we can't even comprehend, and that is creating that projection. Actually,
would you say it's modified magic?
Yes, it's modified magic. No,
It's modified
exactly.
It took a 2-week magic course in Alaska.
In fact, just creating the flat Earth, doing this whole flat Earth thing, which is actually true, requires so much magic and technology that it would actually be easier to just create the universe, as we all let everyone to believe.
Okay,
but
Robert,
we don't.
Sorry. Robert Williams has a point. See, If you went and got your doctorate in electromagicism, you'd know why this only works on a flat Earth. And I tell you, but you should do your own research. Exactly, Robert Williams.
Yep. Do your own research.
Yeah. And by research, we mean go look up Eric Dubay videos on YouTube.
Yeah. By do your own research, we mean do absolutely no research and just come up with an ad hoc explanation.
For everything. For every single thing, just ad hoc explanation. Just randomly, the first thought that flies into your little dense little fucking head. Yeah, that's what you go with. No matter how inane or stupid it sounds.
Yeah.
Anyway.
How it's possible, folks. Also, if you look at the Polaris or the North Star, okay, the stars are spinning. And we clearly see the North Star. Now, in order for that star,
I love how he didn't.
Which, by the way, hasn't moved
edit
in
him
millennia.
clearing his throat out of the video.
Yeah.
So between words, he just goes.
Yeah. And also, nice star rotation formation, especially the North Star moving in the center. Just saying.
Thousands of years hasn't moved an inch, the North Star. How is it?
Actually, it has moved because the North Star has actually changed over time. Polaris wasn't always
we're literally
the North Star.
looking at it move in this picture.
Yeah, we're literally watching it move right now.
It's not moving much, but it's still moving.
Isn't there talks that isn't there even talks to basically not some to basically point out a new choose a new North Star because
in about 5
the
million
Polaris
years, in about 5 million years.
Oh
yes.
no, I thought
it's like
no
5,000 years.
I thought
okay.
I thought that we were actually already pretty much at the point that the Polaris wasn't the most northern star anymore.
Well, no, it's still gonna be the closest to the center of rotation for about 5,000 more years.
Okay.
Until Vega, I think.
Yeah, Vega
will become closer to the center of rotation than Polaris.
Okay, yeah, no, I thought we were actually a lot closer to that, but I might have misunderstood.
Okay,
it's not going to be in our lifetimes, but our clones' lifetimes.
Okay,
get to see it.
I just looked it up. What was the original North Star? Right now, the Earth's rotation axis happens to be pointing almost exactly at Polaris. Almost, not exactly. But in the year 3000 BC, the North Star was a star called Thuban, also known as Alpha Draconis. And in about 13,000 years from now, the precession of the rotation axis will mean that the bright star Vega will be the North Star. So in about 13,000 years, Polaris will no
it's
longer...
longer than I thought.
Will no longer
so
be the...
our clones will get to see Vega as the North Star.
Yeah,
and of course me.
Well, yeah, but that's a long time to be in the cryogenic freezer.
No, you don't understand. I'm an immortal.
Well,
I was there when the big pancake was baked, and I will be there when the pancake is rotated and we start anew.
Well, I've been.
I went to a Big Bang when I was in college. It's really not all it's cracked up to be. It was kind of gross. Other guys kept touching me and stuff.
Well, I've been through the time travel room, and I can tell you we won't last 13,000 years. I'm sorry, but humanity is doomed to fail within about 6,000 years.
Humanity?
But another species will come along and replace humanity, so it's fine. But the cats are more.
I thought humanity was doomed when Trump Jr. became president.
Oh, that was just.
We don't need you guys around to keep existing. Are you crazy?
Just wait until Ronald Reagan's zombie corpse takes over. Oh, that was terrible. That was terrible.
I just thought of the Family Guy when he's standing outside of the drive through, beating the wall, going, Reagan smash!
No. Reagan's dehydrated corpse is right now sitting in a cryogenic chamber, and it will become president. Well, not president, dictator for life. Within about, I think it was year 3021. So in 1,000 years, look forward to that, people. Reagan's reanimated corpse is going to be dictator.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
Don't worry about it.
All
Though.
right,
He's benevolent, so
let's see what else JM can get wrong in the next 3.5 minutes.
Yeah.
Possible. How is it conceivable that it hasn't moved? Because that means I would have to be assuming that the entire galaxy wobbles and moves at the exact same speed and motion as the Earth. Now that NASA's already said is not even possible.
That's not how.
How is it possible that we have a wobble, but yet when I take this time lapse photography, there's no wobble in this. Like I said, the North Star stays firm. That's a dilemma I leave in your capable hands. Because like most people out there, you believe what NASA tells you. NASA tells you the Earth is round, so it must be round.
No, NASA doesn't tell us the Earth is round, therefore it's round. All observations and evidence show us that the Earth is round, therefore it's round.
I'm pretty sure NASA never actually told me that the Earth is round.
Oh, I stay in constant contact.
I don't think I've ever read anything from NASA that has said the Earth is round.
No, not really, no.
Because that's not what NASA's job is. And if JM did the slightest amount of research, he would know that.
Yeah. Because, okay, that's one thing. NASA isn't there to placate your fantasy. NASA is there to advance humanity. That's it. That's all they're there for. They're there to research outer space to try to, do science, essentially, and to basically make our lives better because they have. There are a lot of things we have now. Cell phones, for instance. That was NASA technology.
Of course, the NASA doesn't need to say the Earth is round, right?
No,
it's such
they
a
don't.
duh position.
They
it's
don't.
just like it's just like us saying like the sky. It's just like us saying the sky is red. It's such a duh position. We all know that.
Yeah, we all know the sky is red. I mean, it's the blood of our enemies.
I'm colorblind. The sky's gray to me.
Do your homework. And you will
do your homework.
Yeah, JM, do your fucking homework.
And we're not spinning at over Mach speed. And we're not traveling at almost light speed through the regions of space.
Yes, we are, actually.
Folks, you need to use your heads and wake up.
No, we're not
You've been
traveling anywhere near
we all
light speed.
I did myself. People out there want to say, "Oh, those flat earthers, man, they're crazy."
Well, the
Folks,
speed. How fast is the Earth's not spinning, but how fast is it linearly going around the sun?
Around the sun, and don't flat earthers say like 66,000 miles an hour?
Yeah, they say it's like 66.6 thousand miles per hour, but I'm actually curious now. How fast is the Earth's rotation around the sun?
But I mean, even if you add, the rotation around the center of the galaxy, as well as how fast we're traveling away from the epicenter of the Big Bang,
30 kilometers per second.
It's still not going to add up to what is it, the 280,000 kilometers per second or something like that.
No, it's only 30 kilometers per second, and that's roughly equates.
No, I'm talking about the speed of light.
Oh, no.
280,000 kilometers per second or miles per second.
No, not even close to the speed of light.
Yeah. I mean, JM is off by several orders of magnitude here.
Yeah, he is. because we're going 67,000 miles per hour. That's it. 67,000. So it's not even close
even
to
the half a
671
million
million.
miles per hour or whatever it is that we're traveling around the center of the galaxy,
Yeah.
half a million miles per hour is still a lot fucking slower
Than
than
light speed.
280,000 miles per second.
Yeah, that's like 670 some million miles per hour. Yeah, that's no, we're not going that fast, JM. Not even
Yeah.
close.
JM, you're off by several orders of magnitude here, buddy.
Yeah.
But you know what? I bet JM doesn't even know what order of magnitude means.
No, he doesn't. He certainly does not.
I would be willing to put money on that.
Yeah.
Because he still doesn't know what scientific notation means.
He doesn't know what peer review is.
He still thinks that scientific notation is literally stuff that scientists write down.
Yeah. And he thinks peer review is whenever you give a paper to people in science and they say, oh, well, this doesn't match our findings, so we're just going to toss it out.
No, it's not findings. This doesn't match what we believe or what we say it is.
Yeah, what we believe,
therefore, we're not going to publish it.
Exactly, yeah. This doesn't match our preconceptions, therefore we're not going to publish it. That's what he thinks peer review is. That
Wait, you're saying that's not how it works? Uh-oh. Hold on a second.
Well, I think I saw recently, like it was a Vice Rhino video, I believe, and it was about that is also it was about young Earth creationists getting things peer reviewed, but it was basically like they were all but it was basically like they were actually scientists, you know, but a lot of flat Earth, a lot of young Earth creationists do have actual scientific degrees that they had that where they needed to deny what they believed in order to make the get the degree, but it doesn't matter, and they would just peer review for each other because they were all accredited scientists.
Yeah.
And so so even peer reviewed doesn't necessarily say that
questionable.
much.
Yeah, it's questionable at best.
Yeah. Well, there are also
no, it's not questionable. No. Don't make it more worse than it is. It's not necessarily questionable at best, but you always also need to read what the thing is actually saying, and the source, and who was the peer reviewer? Was it a someone who where you could see like, okay, that guy is known for having exactly the same beliefs.
Like it wasn't Andrew Wakefield. If it was saying Andrew Wakefield, you can pretty much throw it out.
Yeah. Well, there are also these journals that are, you know, basically pay for play, where as long as you send them your paper and pay, they'll put it in their journal without any peer review at all.
Well, yeah, that too.
So you have to pay attention to what journal it's in as well, not just who the peer reviewer is.
Yeah, but also absolutely, but also like it's very important just the peer reviewers, if they all shared, if you look at them and they all seem to be sharing the same beliefs, then maybe second guess your the peer review. You know, if it's accredited by someone or peer reviewed by someone who is actually someone who believes in the in something completely differently, then hey, maybe there is something to it.
Adam Conover,
or if it's a field of your study, then review it yourself. Perform the experiment or observation or whatever it is, depending on what field it is. Do it yourself, and then call them out on their bullshit when you find out that they did it wrong.
And Adam Conover from Adam Ruins Everything actually did a really good episode on peer review process. Just putting
which
that out there.
No Flurf ever has watched.
Probably not, because they still believe in the whole alpha Beta Gamma bullshit because he actually did a video on that as well.
It's an actual crime on humanity that show got cancelled.
Yes, it is. It
that
truly
was a
is.
great show. I
Yes,
loved that show.
Anyway, what more bullshit does JM has to
Bullshit was also an actual good show that got canceled as well, but Bullshit was more for adults than Adam Ruins Everything. But yeah, Penn and Teller's Bullshit was pretty good too. But yeah.
I was meaning to say what kind of bullshit
How much more
does
derp
JM have
can
to
we
say?
get?
Yeah.
Same school you did. I was taught the same crap you were. I believe
JM, you
the same
weren't
thing.
taught.
Anything.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
You were brainwashed.
Okay. Question everything is a good modus operandi. However, there are things that you really don't need to question because it's been settled. The science has been settled on the shape of the Earth. You don't need to really question it anymore because we know.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Like, I know that I'm not the smartest person in the world. I mean, yeah, I would say I'm above average intelligence, and I'm I'm a goddamn genius compared to flat earthers.
Yeah.
But that's not saying anything. But a lot of times, stuff that I don't really understand, I just divert to people that know more than me.
The experts, the actual experts.
If this is what the experts are saying, I don't have the foundational knowledge to even question it.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, yeah.
Well, it's sure question everything, but if all the experts say the same thing and all the books say the same thing and at some point,
Yeah, if everything says the same thing, you don't need to question it anymore. It's just you don't have to question it.
It's got me thinking about something you said earlier, Quiddies, that he wasn't taught. But what if he was just, wrong as a joke?
No.
What if he's a Poe? No, he's not a Poe.
JM doesn't have the educational foundation, is what I meant by that. He didn't. He has a high school level understanding at best, but he probably took the not remedial courses, but like the not honors or advanced placement or anything like that, science and stuff like that in high school.
I would say,
and then in college, he took his one or two entry level science classes that he had to take for his bachelor's degree, and that's it. So in most instances, when you're talking about science or physics or anything like that, no, JM was not taught to begin with.
Yeah. Agreed. Just anything he was taught was overwritten by his overzealousness in trying to be special. Trying to have that special knowledge that no one else has. To be that person.
That is basically all conspiracy theorists.
Yeah.
That is.
I'm going to stay with my thing. I just find it more amusing to imagine the hall of drunken dude bros pretending to be teachers, giving him wrong information on purpose.
I mean, I would do that with someone like JM.
But yeah, sure. 2 + 2 does equal 5. Yeah, that's the people in high school would do you wrong.
That's literally what pilots do when flirts ask them if the Earth is flat or round.
Yeah.
They just giggle with each other, like, "Yeah, sure, it's flat.
Yeah, it's flat as a pancake, sweetie."
It's turtles all the way down.
Yeah,
Yep.
don't you know that the Earth is flat and it's supported by 4 elephants sitting on the back of the giant Tatooine?
In the middle of them, there's a tiny fifth elephant.
There are 4 elephants.
You did. The only difference between you and I is that at some point I went, I've got to start questioning and figuring this out for myself.
But
Now,
you don't have the foundational knowledge to do
you
that,
don't wear a lab coat. Like Joe Rogan says, you don't wear a lab coat, you're not a scientist. Folks,
when did Joe Rogan say that?
Fuck Joe Rogan.
Yeah, fuck Joe Rogan, yeah.
And two, fuck Joe Rogan, yeah.
Fuck him.
Just fuck him. Just fuck him.
Fuck him with the largest object you can find.
Rusted.
If it's a skyscraper, fuck him with it.
Fuck him with a chainsaw.
But what I think what the major problem here is and it's basically probably in almost every country they do it wrong, is I kind of see sort of the problem that we just tell kids like, oh, this is how the world is, and I would like to see like doing more little experiments to let children sort of discover how things work. And they don't have to be super scientific, right? But just kind of tiny things like. And I think that it will probably prevent a lot of JM truth from existing.
Well, yeah, and that's how the educational system should be modeled, is start them off with a basic understanding. Like, here's what it is, and we're going to show you these simple things you can do to learn. And then
let them experience it.
Once they have that base understanding, then you start adding in more concepts. It's like I was saying in chat when FTFE was talking to Rachie last night. Rachie's trying to learn calculus, but she never learned addition or subtraction.
Yeah.
No, you can't just jump to some super advanced thing and try to learn it. You have to build your foundation and then build your knowledge from there in a subject.
Like you can't.
But also let me. I don't know about you guys. I'm like 36 now, right? You know how I learned about the shape of the Earth? They plumped a globe on the teacher plumped a globe on her desk and said like, this is how the Earth looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? and with that sort of education, I'm not that super surprised that people are like, yeah, sure, my teacher told me that the Earth was flat. Oh, that the Earth is round. But I don't know, it could be flat.
Yeah.
And that's fine to a certain point, but then once you start to understand things more and have that knowledge base to where you can see especially with Earthshade, having just a basic understanding in physics is enough to know.
I know,
that
but at
the
that
Earth
point,
is not flat. There's no way that it could be flat.
At the point that most flat earthers go that deep, they're already distrusting of almost everything, because if the Earth is really flat, that means that we always been lied to, and that makes you get into it deeper and deeper and deeper, and then then you believe that the science can't be right because they also created the science, etc., etc., etc. So I think it just starts with just put easy experiments into basic elementary school education.
Yeah,
easy things to make them experience why the Earth can only be round.
Yeah.
Use the internet. and connect to a classroom on the other side of the United States, and both hold a stick of equal length at the same time. Webcam live streaming, and then measure live streaming the length of the shadow.
I really like what Conspiracy Cats did. He started his YouTube channel basically for his students to show them, how you can determine the shape of the earth and things like that. He was just using it because flat earth is such a simple topic to actually debunk.
Yeah.
That even his 14-year-old 13-year-old students, however old they are, it's something that they had that base knowledge and were able to do.
Hell, that's the reason we started the bunker, was because we're just a bunch of idiots on the internet with no actual qualifications, yet we can still debunk the flat earth.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I'm a dumbass.
I'm an idiot.
And I'm still not stupid enough to think that the earth is flat.
Yeah, exactly. I'm an idiot, and I don't think the earth is flat. It's a fucking airhead. Anyway, let's finish watching this.
You don't need to wear a lab coat to do scientific experiments. That's completely
Except every
ridiculous.
video where JM or any flat earther tries to do a quote-unquote experiment, they wear a fucking lab
Joe
coat.
Rogan's
or what they think is a lab coat.
And I don't mean to call them names,
Yeah.
but I don't know how your eyes are open, you see the truth, and then you go back to the lie. That just doesn't make sense to me. But anyway, folks, I ask you to do your own research, do your own investigation. There's a lot of people out there saying all kinds of garbage. Ignore it. The only thing that matters is the truth. And not the truth according to Copernicus and Einstein, who was a thief and stole E equals MC squared. Okay?
No, it didn't.
And the theory of relativity, which was made to counter the argument for gravity. And if you go back, all of these are lies on top of lies.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't. No, it fucking wasn't. What the fuck is he even talking about? Like, what the fuck?
That one may actually be kind of anti-Semitic. I recall there being a conspiracy theory trying to, rob him of the. I'm not going to go into that. I'm not.
Yeah, but isn't he Jewish himself? Well, you also have.
He's a modified Jew. He's a modified
Jew. Yeah, that's the best way to explain it. He's a modified Jew.
Yeah, you also have anti-Semitic Jews, I guess.
Yeah, you too. There are
the self-loathing.
Yeah.
Plus, he's so dumb.
He's a Christian,
probably just doesn't
but
really origin.
he likes to dabble in Judaism.
He LARPs as a Jew. He's a Christian that LARPs as a Jew.
Yeah. Okay. I thought the best way to explain it was to call him a Zionist Christian.
Yeah.
But then we decided that a modified Jew is a lot better.
It is.
Way to explain it.
Modified Jew.
Especially for JM.
Yeah.
But I'm sure JM heard Nathan Thompson say that, and that's why he's saying it.
Probably.
Anyway, like I said, do your own investigation. I look forward to talking to you next time. Till next time, my friends. Shalom.
And that's it for that video. Wait, let's make sure there's no, like, little... Isn't that just the Lionsgate? Wasn't that just the Lionsgate?
No, the
that's
first
the
one
Spyglass
was... That's
Entertainment.
Yeah, that's Spyglass Entertainment. Yeah, he literally stole 2 production studios.
Yeah.
Extremely
there.
Trademarked logos.
Extremely trademark logos. Anyway.
Well, we've been going for about 2 hours.
Yeah.
So I think it's about time to wrap it up. We were going to play some Derp Roulette, but
It is getting
Unless
late.
you guys want to play Derp Roulette for a couple of minutes. Yeah, you don't sound too enthusiastic, so we'll wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's go around the horn. And what did we learn tonight? Zumi, we'll start with you.
I learned that Hedron provides.
Good. Ardoin, how about you? What did you learn tonight?
I learned that there are still people that don't believe that the Earth is an inverted Mobius strip, and we need to get the truth out about the inverted Mobius strip Earth, because that is the real truth. Both the flat Earthers and the round Earthers, you all been lied to. It's an inverted Mobius strip. You have to believe me, because.
You have to do your own research.
So yes, fellow round Earthers. We had a wonderful night, and I hope you all had a wonderful night too, fellow round Earthers.
Yeah.
Fellow round Earthers.
And Bob, what did you learn tonight?
I learned that Terry Pratchett was a very good fiction writer. Too good.
Well, I learned that JM is ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And that's the JM truth.
And
I also learned that JM doesn't understand constellations.
Yeah, he doesn't.
But I kind of already knew that because JM doesn't understand anything.
Nothing at all.
So we have one more JM show in our JM series. And I will let our viewers in on a little bit of a secret. I have reached out to JM Truth to see if he would be willing to come on our show. And guess who has ignored my request thus far?
Nathan Thompson?
Yes.
Okay.
Eric DePay.
And also JM Truth has ignored my request.
Neil deGrasse Tyson?
But I'm still going to try, because I would love to have JM on next week and have a little heart to heart with him about some of this stuff. And give him a platform to actually defend himself, because we have gone pretty hard on him.
Yeah, we've railed pretty hard against him.
The more he defends himself, the stupider he's going to sound, and the funnier it will be.
Yeah.
So, because every time Jam opens his mouth, he says something stupid. We learned that with Derp Roulette.
Yeah.
So, do we have someone to play the tuba whenever he's talking? That little.
I mean,
like at a really low volume, so he's not even sure what's going on.
Whenever he talks, I'll just go.
I guess we'll go over the plain truth about her bold face lies the next stream.
Yeah, we'll play some Derp Roulette next stream. Maybe JM will come on and we can play Derp Roulette with JM.
Oh, that would be awesome.
You guys have fun with that.
Yep. All right, everyone. Thanks for coming and have a good night. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for coming. See you now.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, they can still hear you.
Oh, they can hear me.
Shout out.
Sunday night poker stream here on or something for nothing on the bunker. Join us and let's have some fun.
And go watch Glober Mom.
Go watch Glober Mom, yes. But she's awesome. And subscribe to Rider of Dinosaur.
And unsubscribe from MC Toon. Just to mess with them.
And go delete Slyman Dance channel.
Yes.
Fuck Joe Rogan.
Fuck Joe Rogan.
I found the largest object in the... I found that. It's a black hole called Pun B. Fuck him with that.
All right. Better lube up, Joe. This
We're
is going to
coming
be a
for
big
you.
one.
We're coming for you.
The hole in the hole.